Hello and welcome to my Ocarina of Time 3DS walkthrough. Unlike other walkthroughs and playthroughs, mine will always be straight to the point without any excessive wandering around. I have already created my save file for this game, so if you are following along and haven't yet, go ahead and do so right now. In this video, I'll be getting Link's sword and shield you'll need to get past through Mido, who's blocking your way to see the Deku tree. And then Link will have a long storied talk with the Deku tree. After that, you will be entering the tree to eliminate the curse that he's under, which will be your first dungeon of the game, which this video will cover completely. Okay then, I'll now be starting the game. Upon selecting and starting your game, you will go through a couple cutscenes until you have control of Link. Okay, you can now move Link, so I will be going outside his house. You are now being greeted by Saria, a friend of Link's. And next, climb down the ladder. And now you can either talk to Saria or just continue on with the game, the latter of which is what I am going to be doing. The first thing to do out here is to get the Kokiri Sword. This sword is found in the southwest area of your map, right here. You will need to be pressing up against the tunnel here to get the action icon here to say enter. Once it does, press A, and then Link will start crawling through the tunnel here. And next, you will need to be careful where you wander, since there is a giant boulder rolling around in here. An ideal strategy is to find this boulder in a safe spot and make your move as it rolls away from you. Okay, just follow my path to get the Kokiri Sword. Inside this chest is the sword. Press A to open it. And next, you will need to equip the sword you got in order to use it. So on the touchscreen, press gear, and then press the sword, and now Link will be equipped with the sword. Next, leave this area and crawl through the tunnel again the other way. The next thing I'll be doing is collecting 40 rupees to purchase the Deku Shield, so I'll be picking up some blue rupees I see on the way. The blue rupee here I just collected can keep coming back if you enter a new area somewhere else, and then come back here. The same thing will happen with the green rupees in the grass, but not with rupees inside chests or in plain sight. Okay, I now have 40 rupees, so I'll be re-entering the item shop again, but this time to buy the Deku Shield. Talk to the guy behind the counter and buy the Deku Shield in the lower right. Next up, equip the Deku Shield. Okay, since I now have the sword and shield, I'll be confronting Mito so I can pass through to see the Deku tree. Here's Mito. Go and talk to him. Okay, when you go through here, you will encounter your first enemies of the game, the Deku Baba. Although these ones just simply twirl around, so just swing away and collect some Deku sticks from them. Just continue through this way and you'll have your cutscene with the Deku tree. And next, go ahead and enter the Deku tree. Inside will be the first dungeon of this game. The first thing to do here is to defeat some Deku Babas to get a stash going of Deku nuts. Next up, climb up this vine here and slash at the weeds at the top. Okay, go right and open the chest there for the map. Next, continue going forward and open the door at the end of this path. Inside here is a Deku Scrub. Use your shield to deflect his nut back at him, which will make him pop out and run around. And quickly run upwards while keeping him targeted, and just stand on top of his petal. After capturing him, you will unlock the next door you need to go through. Jump across a floating platform which will start falling when you get on it, so jump off it forwards immediately. And next, open the chest and get the Slingshot. The only way to get back out now is to use your newly acquired Slingshot to shoot down a ladder found hanging above the corridor you came through. So press item on your touchscreen and then map your Slingshot to any button you want. And now go ahead and press the L button to target the ladder and shoot it down. Okay, climb the ladder and go back through the 2 rooms you went through. And next, return to the chest you opened previously that contained the map. I'll now be shooting down the Skulltulas that are sitting on the vine you need to crawl up. Okay, I'll now be climbing the vine. And now either climb to the left or right and drop down from the vine when you have ground under you. I'll now be going to the right to another door. Okay, enter this door. Next up, step on the switch to the right to raise 3 platforms from the lower area. Jump across these platforms straight to a chest and open it, and you'll receive the compass. And next I'll be going to the bottom area in this room to kill the Skulltula that is hanging in front of an alcove. And now kill the Deku Baba down here and climb the vines here back up. I will be stepping on the switch in here again, and this time I'll be taking the path leading into that alcove. Take a look behind the chest here. This thing is called the Gold Skulltula. Hit it 2 times with your sword and it will leave a Gold Skulltula token. There are 100 of these tokens in this game. I find that it's only necessary to collect 50 of these to get all the best prizes, but I will be getting all 100 to have this walkthrough be more complete. Okay, next, go back to the beginning part of this room again. Next, take a Deku Sticko and light it, and then light the unlit torch to the left. And now you can go back through the door. And next, walk towards the center of this level and find an opening to the very bottom. These openings will also be guarded by Skulltulas, so go ahead and defeat whichever Skulltula. You can take a look downwards to find a web on the first floor, and which leads to floor B1. Okay, you will now be jumping down from this height all the way to the first floor, landing over where that web is located. Doing that will break it open, moving you even further down. And next, get out of the water. There are some vines down here that will take you back up to the first floor, and that is what I am now looking at. And there is another Gold Skulltula on it, so use your Slingshot on it twice to kill it. To get the token, simply climb up the vine to where it is. And next, drop back down. I'll be going to the other end of this room where there is another Gold Skulltula found over some bars. Once again, use your Slingshot twice. And next, climb up to the platform next to the token. And now jump off it at the token. And next, get back on that same platform and step on the switch. And next, take out a Deku stick and light it. You will be taking that to the other side of the room where there is another spider web covering a door. Walking into the web while it's lit will burn it. Next, open the door. Immediately start guarding with your shield to deflect the Deku Scrub's nut back at it. And then stand on top of its petals while keeping it targeted. The scrub will then reveal a secret to you. And next, shoot your Slingshot at the eye above the barred door, and this will unbar it. Okay, go through that door. Next up, jump into the water here and swim on the left side. Look for a switch under the water and then press A above it and then dive down to press it. You will now be on a timer for having the water lowered, so act quickly. Next, go back to the beginning of the room and jump on the moving platform and take it under the spiked log to the other side. Okay, jump off. Next, kill the Skulltula over here. And now pull the block over to where you can reach the door. And next, kill the Deku Baba in here. Take a Deku stick out and light it on the 2 unlit torches in here. This will unbar another door. Okay, go through the unbarred door. You are now confronted with a backwards facing Skulltula, which makes things easier. Just kill it however you'd like. Farther in, there will be 3 Goma larvae that will drop from the ceiling. Just keep your distance from them, and they should never harm you. Anyways, you need another sticklet. Then take it on the far right side of the room and burn the web there. Next, crawl through the passage and you'll be back in the first room of floor B1 again, but in a different area. Next, push the block that's found up here off the ledge. And then follow the block down. Take a stick out and light it from the torch here, then take that back up from where you were. There's a spider web up there you can burn with it. Just roll over the web or press the button for the stick. You will now drop down to floor B2. You can grab some hearts here in the water if you want. When you get out, you will find 3 Deku Scrubs that you need to hit in sequence. Remember 2, 3, 1? That's the order you'll be hitting them in. So start with the one in the middle, which is number 2. Now I'll be getting the one on the right. And now the one on the left. The last one will do the usual popping out and run around, so keep it targeted and stand over its home. Upon capturing it, it will unlock the door that leads to the game's first boss, Goma. Before entering the boss's room, have your slingshot and Deku nuts ready. Okay, entering the room. Have Link look upwards at Goma. This will start the fight faster. When you have control of Link again, immediately smash a Deku Nut in front of Goma, and that will stun it. And then have Link use his best sword attacks on Goma. Try using the jump attacks with the sword. And now Goma will retreat back onto the ceiling to attempt to drop Goma larvae. To prevent that, use your slingshot and aim at Goma's eye while it's on the ceiling. Doing that will force Goma to drop down in a stunned state, so just start swinging your sword at its eye. That should also be enough to defeat it as well. If it isn't, just repeat what you have been doing. And once Goma is defeated, you will now get a full heart container and a warp leading back outside the Deku tree. And now that you've lifted the curse on the Deku tree, you will now have a long cutscene. After that cutscene, you will get your first spiritual stone, the Kokiri Emerald. And now you have been placed inches away from another Mito blockade. Just press A at him and endure his rant. And next I'll be saving my game here and ending this video. If you found this walkthrough helpful, or if you just enjoyed watching it, please give me a like here and subscribe. Thank you for watching and have a great day.